programs that don't work, and when we later see others benefiting from these programs, getting complaints from those that normally shun government programs.
588 enterprise groups in all the parishes around Kampala, and these amount to 41,000 beneficiaries. Of the 41,000 beneficiaries, we have 5,000 males, 16,000 women, and 21 youth, which gives us a total of 41 beneficiaries around Kampala. We have 97 circles that accounts opened and set up on IFMS.
Kampala Capital City Authority information from the Uganda Bureau of Statistics to assess the beneficiary category of the applicants.
Mu data collection tetuyinza kusinziira kuno data collection yakolebwa mu bwangu naye UBOS yo yateeseewo omugano mu Kampala etuwadde abantu kumpi 1,500 bagenda kutalaga Kampala yonna nga banoonya abantu abali mu category eyo zenkolawo zendya bali bameka, households ezo ziri mmeka, basobole okufuna bandisibwa batuusibweko sente zino.
Chirimunda compiled the story for Smart 24 TV Business Today.
It's still business today. Now, city authorities have disagreed on the decongestion of the central business district, while government is bent on registering border cyclists and reorganizing their stages. Kampala Lord Mayor Arias Lukwago disagrees. Rona Nahawe has the details.
Lukwago yesterday dragged government to court, seeking orders to restrain Kampala ministers and the resident city commissioner from effecting illegal orders. Rubaga RCC Anderson Wurora laughed off the Lord Mayor's road to court as simple politics. He says the plan to reorganize the city is for security and business, and no politicking will frustrate the plan.
Atravayas unreasonably when they unilaterally enlisted the services entity called Uganda Driving Standards Agency, UDISA, and imposed a fee of Uganda shillings 60,000 on each and every border cyclist. This is extortion. The minister for Kampala, together with the RCCs, conspired and contracted illegally a company called UDISA. And now they are extorting money from these vulnerable border cycles. They are fleecing them of their little money they have earned through thick and thin. Read section 6 of KCC Act and section 50 of the Act. The mandate is vested in the council. The executive has never discussed this 60,000. Neither has it been presented before council for ratification. Now the minister turns himself into a thief to steal money in Kampala in broad daylight. I say this as a lawyer, and I know what it means. Chofato Gabia is a thief. He's stealing from the poor. Buroda is a thief. That money, Abe Mutee Gombwa, I don't know why his parents named him Mutee Gombwa. There's nothing you can admire about him. He's a thief. They are stealing from the poor.
But what remains of the lucrative industry that is holding the mobility of services and goods cheaply in a struggling economy?
We think the spirit of administration should be harmonized and not running to courts of law, not running to the public to report what has happened or what has not happened in the administration room, but also we need to create this channel of communication between him and our offices, not to seem as if they are political offices, but administrative units which must work hand in hand, have nothing to do with the KCCA and have nothing to do with the government because they are not government revenues. And in any way, KCCA is not mandated in any way to train or even sensitize motorists. That is entirely the work of the Ministry of Works and Transport. The company UDISA talked about is doing the issue of training motorists in order to qualify to get driving licenses or riding permits. They are not KCCA levies, they are not KCCA dues, and in any way, this has nothing to do with the institution of KCCA, but the Ministry of Works and Sport that is mandated to license motorists before they get on the road in order to secure first road users, and other motorists who are on the road.
Border riders in the city are alleging harassment over the mandatory registration of their bikes. With the two central government officials bumping heads with the Kampala Lord Mayor, how will this affect the city and the business area at large? That is, if there is no resolution. Rona Nahabwe, Smart 24 TV, driving business.
Rona Nahabwe with that report. Now, at least 36% of micro, small and medium enterprises are at risk of closing due to distress caused by COVID-19. Small businesses anticipate the threat of business failure, which has raised cash flow and business operation challenges. Naomi Mutumba was in Mukono this afternoon, and this is what she gathered.
Addressing this problem, different platforms have been created for business owners to showcase their products in order to find markets. Speaking to the organizers and manufacturers at a symposium in Mukono, business startups to add value on their products for a wider market.
We face a challenge of market. When we organize such exhibitions, our SM is able to expose their products to the market and also to interact with different worldviews around their products. When they get those feedbacks, their products, also they can get some potential customers from here during such events. Value means fetching more money and addressing a specific product, a specific market, a niche market. I've seen people who are doing herbal products. Those who add value means they add more time for their products to be on the shelf life, like they extend the shelf life of their products. And also, this means the customer can pick the product and keep it for some time while consuming it. So this adds, when you add value, you are adding money on what you are doing. And actually we call upon all of people to embrace adding value.
Value addition has at least given us a chance to compete on the market, because locally that the normal solar that we've grown up knowing is that normally you have these small solars whereby sometimes we just, but the importance of value addition has helped us to like compete in the market, whereby if at all you're producing something that is of a greater value, you'll be able to stand and compete in the market of Uganda, because Ugandans are looking for to get the best commodity.
Ebisinga ng'esenkulanga ezo ziriibwa ne zibeeraawo ne zengera ne zifiiraawo zitekukobola ne muleka mu nnimiro, so nga zino ate bwe tuzinoga ne tuzikaza zisigala tofiiriddwa, ate ng'olusi bw'oba mutunze butunzi bwe mutyo mu bbaafu oba nsawo olusi bibeera biseera nga bya buseere oba kubajerera. Naye wano baffe kategeeza ng'ako kalaba kapaketi ka 5. Egamba ayinza okufuna baafu n'olabanga oba ndigiza okutwala naye nga nsobola okujja mu mitwalo egiwera 4, ekyongera ku nkulaakulana.
President Museveni has been championing a call for value addition in Uganda. And when we talk about value addition, this is what we mean, from a raw product to a finished product. And when you sell this finished product, you will be able to achieve higher than a raw product. Many of the business community fail to access local and international markets for their products, mainly due to poor practices. Recently, Kenya implemented a ban on importation of maize from Uganda, citing high levels of aflatoxins, which make it unfit for human consumption. Naomi Mutumba, Business Today, Smart 24, driving business.
All right. Now, the Deputy Speaker of Parliament has urged members of Parliament to invest in businesses with the salary they earn. During the launch of the Stanbic for Her at the Parliament of Uganda, with the purpose of Stanbic Bank partnering with members of Parliament to disseminate financial literacy among the low-income groups. Thomas Tayebwa says legislators must carefully consult financial experts on investment decisions.
Stanbic Bank for her is a new drive by the bank to encourage MPs embrace financial literacy for their constituents.
Then you're emphasizing so much about
you want to make
local
money,
woman
but can't find a way of making.
But when I read through your program, you're looking at a woman who is able to start a business. My colleagues here, I don't doubt their capacity, but we are politicians. It's also a training for us. Isn't it, colleagues? It's a training for us. So before you go to Stanbic for her, for that local woman, I think this can be, my colleague MPs can be made model women. Model women. With our salary of 6 million plus the little allowance, they usually write that we earn. I saw the other day writing that Senyonyi earns 70 million. And you know, we're a country that lives in rumors than facts. Rumors sound exciting because they are well packed. With our salary of 6 million, 6.1 million, by the way, because our salary is passed through your bank and our little allowances, I think you can guide us on how we can start business. You can guide our aim on how we can start business. And then you also guide us that it would be dangerous for us to be going to money lenders as MPs. And you're borrowing at 120% per annum, because 10% is 120% per annum. I don't know whether you're going to be trading in human heads or human organs, but there are very, very high chances that you've gone on a trajectory of downfall as an individual, both personally and your business. So at 15.5%, and I know maybe you can even negotiate well, they revise it further. This is a very important opportunity. Money you're going to give to a money lender in 1 month, Stanbic is going to give it to you in 1 year. No, the interest for a money lender for 1 month is an interest for a Stanbic Bank for a whole year.
Our new model is now saying that we want to provide financial services to the lowest of Ugandans that the Honorable was talking about in a language they understand, at a place they can access, and more importantly, at a cost they can afford. At a cost they can afford. And I know this part is very near and dear to your hearts, so I will spend some time on it as we go along. But the biggest part is technology. How do we get the farmer in your ruralist of constituents to benefit and uplift themselves using technology? Can we translate technology to be in Acholi, so that when I turn on my phone, if you're going to teach me about farming, you're teaching me in a language I understand, so that we remove the barriers. So our Fly Hub exists to break the barriers and to also bring it. And I'll share.
However, members of parliament have cautioned Stanbic Bank for being reluctant to reach the low-income earners, saying the banks have for long prioritized corporate business, hence failing to fund production.
Stanbic in this country have been taken as a corporate bank for corporate people. The fact, even clearing agents and people whom you people call smugglers, but we are cross-border traders, have run away from Stanbic. I want to ask a question. How many MPs are banking with Stanbic? You'll be surprised.
Time to be Stanbic Bank instead of Stanbic Bank, because at one moment the interests were very high. Teachers will get salary loans. Even when you complete the payments, things will not change. I'm speaking through experience. But I'm very grateful.
But Jiko was quick to promise that the intents to carry out countrywide drives to reach all client categories.
Laboratory one is 3 universities. We intend to go countrywide. As a matter of fact, this is why we are here, so that you can take us to those places where you think the need is greatest. We could have gone to radio, but we are here to be guided, because you have a lot. you have a bird's eye view of this nation. You have far more information. You are in charge of so much. Our coming here, humbly requesting to partner with you, is clear testimony that we want to make a difference countrywide. I mean, we know where the Kampala people are. We know where to find them.
With all these subsidized financial services of this nature are key to accelerating economic recovery that has slowed during the COVID-19 pandemic era. Barij Andrew, Issa Babu, Smart 24.
All right, now with that, we go in for a short break. When we do return, we have more from Business Today.